Mentioned to the areas right around the we'll say right around the Bluebell Creamery. You need to be taking cover right now for a tornado that is on the ground east side of Tulsa, Broken Arrow at this moment. Again, Darren, if you're with me, go ahead. Go if you can. What do you got?
Yeah, power flashes are continuing, Travis. It's moving in on the Quick Trip and Bluebell area, as you mentioned there.
Yeah. Is it right on there?
Yeah, I got to turn into with the wind. It's about to flip me over here. But I definitely see debris flying. Oh man, very heavy wind here.
Okay, again we see.
I got to get out. There's debris in the air. Debris in the air falling.
Okay.
Shingles. Limbs. Yeah.
Okay, we're wrapped up. We have a tornado east side Broken Arrow right now. Take cover immediately if you're right at the intersections of around 111th up onto about 81st Street, and then extending across areas from the Bluebell Creamery right along the Broken Arrow Expressway, where that moves off into the areas around the Creek Turnpike, Cherokee Turnpike. You need to be taking cover at this moment. It has just enhanced itself dramatically. Let's get FOLTA on the line because I know Darren's got to get out of the way there and tell me what's going on. Right now, we've got it across the areas of 111th Street, and so that's a location where it's at this particular moment. Again, tornado on the ground, Broken Arrow, east side of town, and that is right near we'll call it again, Bluebell Creamery. We can go through a bunch of city streets, but just be aware that it's about 111th up to around about 91st, and then extending off to the east to the intersection of around the Broken Arrow Expressway. And FOLTA, go ahead, go.
Travis, multiple vortex tornado on the ground, multiple power flashes. I have winds out of the west, probably at 80 miles an hour. Large tornado, multiple vortex on the ground. It's going to be Highway 51 right now. You should probably be able to see it in my video. Large tornado on the ground, Highway 51 moving east. Just keep me on the line, Travis, because this thing is serious.
Okay, give it a play-by-play. We're looking at it again. Circulation feature right across the right on the east side of Broken Arrow. Go ahead.
There it is, right there. Cone, big, large tornado on the ground right now, Travis.
Okay, they're both okay. All right. Hey, and Darren, are you in a position where you can see it as well?
Not yet, Travis.
Okay.
I'm out of position, but I'm moving in.
Okay, you be careful.
Power flash. Oh, huge! Right in front of me. Watch my video. Here it comes. You guys are going to see multiple vortices behind the original tornado. There are numerous vortices on the ground right now. People in the path of this. This is a huge tornado. We're not joking anymore. This is not a joke, people. This is a huge tornado. I'm looking at it. It's a stovepipe right now. Probably the main circulation is about 100 yards. I'm going to turn here and get you a shot, and you'll see the big white cone right there in my picture. There it is. It's going to take a few seconds, I know, for you to see it.
All right.
People, please be... It's on 51, Travis. I'm getting on 51 right now. It's parallel at 51. Tornado's on 51 right
on the
now.
Ground so we can show people on the streets what we got. There it is. You see the cone. You can just make out the cone there. And again, that's crossing right now on 51 and right around the Creek Turnpike. You guys have to take cover.
Serious damage, Travis. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go.
Travis, okay, State Highway 51 here in the Turnpike. I got some pretty serious damage. Looks like low-end F1 damage. I got houses, cars, or there's an auto shop here that's been taken out by this tornado. Still on the ground, though. Still on the ground. We'll forget about the damage right now. Still on the ground.
Okay. All right. So we have it right now, and we'll have to go. Darren, are you there?
Yeah, multiple power flashes occurring. It is the multiple vortices tornado. Still moving to the east. Still there?
Yep, I'm still here. Go.
Okay. Still on the ground.
That's FOLTA who just hung up. You there, Darren? Okay, multiple power flashes. Let's talk about what we have here. We have a tornado on the ground right now that's located just to the northwest of Oneida. This is in an area that is located, again, just about 111th to 91st Street. We have a tornado that is located in this area that's crossing, as we speak, right across the Broken Arrow Expressway and about 91st Street in Oneida and Elm. Just east of Elm, and that's well east of Elm now, and it's right on the Creek and Broken Arrow Expressway entrance with Highway 51. So again, that is a combination right in there. We've had multiple damage reports coming in on this, and FOLTA, go ahead. You back?
Yes, Travis, I'm still on 51 eastbound. The tornado is north of 51 and 219th East Avenue, approximately 1 mile north. Huge debris. It looks like roofs flying in the air. There's huge debris flying in the air. Large cone-shaped tornado on the ground. I'm trying, let me see if I can get the video back over to you here. I'm trying to drive, get out of this thing. Large white cone tornado on the ground. Large pieces of debris flying underneath the tornado itself, and I also have debris flying in the roadway in front of me on Highway 51. To give people an idea exactly bird's eye view where this is at, so you can take shelter now. I'm on Highway 51. I believe I just said, well, let me look here, 232nd East Avenue, 232nd East Avenue, Highway 51, large tornado on the ground doing damage. People in the path of this thing, do not get out and look at it. Save it for tomorrow. Save your life. Watch it on TV. Get in your shelter now. This thing is a large tornado, Travis.
Okay, and again, tornado on the ground right now. We also have a tornado near Leech. If you're near Leech, you need to be taking cover. That's east of Highway 412. That is on the east side in Delaware County. Again, Delaware County. If you're near the Leech tornado, you need to take cover right now as well. So we have 2 tornadoes on the ground at this moment, or at least very close to being on the ground for the Leech storm as well. So again, these are the 2 storms that are happening at this time. Darren's online, if you could. And go ahead. We're looking at the different storm tracks that are coming in. Here's a look at the highway and the circulation feature with it. Mark, you still have it on the ground?
Yes, give just a second. My video will be up. I'm driving right into it. It's yeah, there it is. That's it on the ground. You'll probably be seeing some power flashes, like I said, it'll be crossing the road right in front of me. This tornado is roughly 100 yards in front of me, people. 100 yards in front of me. Tornado on the ground. You can see it there.
Okay, you're at 51st?
I turned off at the come and go on Highway 51, and I'm going north. Okay, now it's just a white cone shape. Well, no, it's still on the ground. Oh, major debris in front of me now. Major debris on the ground.
Okay, we're seeing debris falling from the air. And again, if you're east of this storm, I haven't done a storm track. Nick, can you just put up a storm track and so we can pop that up on ESP2, if you would, and so we can show that for a second. We're looking at the circulation feature right now just on the north side of Anita. Go.
Okay, tornado has lifted. There's still a funnel cloud about halfway to the ground. It's ragged right now. The tornado has lifted. Still a tornado on the ground. Well, I'm getting into some inflow winds here. The tornado has lifted. Let me get up here. I'm about to crest a hill, and I'll be able to tell you if it's still on the ground. I'm also going to be going through some damage here in a minute. If you need to go ahead and talk to Darren, give me just a second to get in a better position.
All right, yeah, do that. Okay, go ahead, take care of yourself. And again, this is a tornado that's been on the ground. It has moved across eastern portions of Broken Arrow. This tornado has caused damage. Darren, go.
Hey, Travis, I'm on the Snowy Turnpike, and the tornado literally went right through my truck. The intensity has slacked off a little bit. There was some, little small limbs and some shingles and stuff. I've got debris over my windows and stuff, but it is headed towards the east, northeast, kind of towards our radar site there. But with it, there's still power flashes going on, but I'm going to have to move east towards Highway 51 to catch back up with it again because it's raced off to my northeast, Travis.
Okay, all right. Again, thanks. We'll let you go for a minute again. So a tornado has hit East Broken Arrow area at about 81st and not too far just west of the Turnpike doing damage. We have our news crews en route to make sure that we find the latest of what happened there. Again, this happened very rapidly. The storm developed, and again, as it was going through the Tulsa area, started showing signs of getting stronger. It has become a tornado. You see the storm track right now across the eastern portions of Broken Arrow. Dick, can you come in just a little bit tighter on that picture to get down to more of a street level? And this is again just on the north side of Anita near the old or what we call Old New Tulsa. And what we're talking about with this is again on the streets. We're looking at across about 51st to 91st. We're in Highway 51, just north of the Highway 51 junction with the Creek Turnpike. So if you're in that area, you still need to be taking cover from a potential for a tornado still in that area. So that wrapped up. We still have a wall cloud. We still have a potential for a tornado sitting there, and that is tracking to the east. You see the storm track that Dick has done on that as well. And we also are looking at the areas that are affected by it. The circulation feature now just on the northeast side of Anita, that continues to track to the east northeast at about 25 miles per hour. You can see it along the Muskogee. This is the Muskogee Turnpike that we have at this moment. So we're still very intense on this particular storm. And if that's not enough, we have the one that's out to the east of us as well. For you folks to the east, that continues to be a tornado warning as well. That is for the storm that's around the Kansas area. That storm also has the potential to produce a damaging tornado. So these both storms have increased in intensity in the last 35 to 45 minutes, causing damage on the east side of Broken Arrow. And then also we're looking at the areas just on the north side of Leech that has a possible tornado with it as well. So I need to get Darren and FOLTA back with me. Okay, FOLTA, what do you have for me? He's not there yet. I need him. Okay, and then I want to show this real quick for you guys around the Leech area. Possible tornado on the north side of Leech. That is moving to the east-northeast. That'll be going just to the north of Twin Oaks and Kansas toward Rowe and Colcord. If you're in that area, you need to take cover immediately. This is southern Delaware County where this storm is located, going back to the Tulsa area. Okay, tell us what you have. Mark, go.
Yeah, Travis, tornado is still not in contact with the ground, but I'm still getting occasional power flashes underneath it, which tells me that there is some wind going on at the surface. I'm about to pull out where I can get a better look at it here. It may have come back down to the ground. Hang on just a second here. Yeah, I'm still not able to see it from my vantage point. I'm over here by the Walmart on 51, about 257th East Avenue. Sirens are blowing. Okay, I've got a good look at it now. I'm not seeing anything on the ground. Wall cloud. Actually, it's just gone to a wall cloud now. It does look like it might be trying to develop something on the back side of it. I'm going to pull off here in a minute, see if I can get a better viewpoint. And just keep me, if you would, keep me live, and I'll shout if I see something serious.
Okay, do that, Mark. I appreciate it. Dick,
Thanks.
You've got another storm track. I'm going to go back over to you. What do you got there on that one?
The issue, Travis, is that there aren't any communities that show up when they do a storm track, and either this one or the one that's over by Rose or the east of there. But again, I'll go ahead and put something on there just so you get an idea as to the movement, the location of the center of circulation, and the movement, which continues to be in a general easterly direction at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. And as I said, none of the communities, even the little communities out there show up in that particular
Dick, you
track.
need to punch over to...
oh, I had the wrong video
radar,
source up. My bad. I was looking at something else there just a moment ago, too. Okay, I do that again. Okay, bringing it to the east, general easterly direction, maybe a little bit south of east. The circulation center appears to be just north of Oneida. Again, this would be the Highway 51 area that we've been talking about. Here's what we call the New Tulsa area. So it's basically in between those two locations and headed in the general direction of Neodesha, possibly Wagner, if it was to maintain itself for that length of time. As you can see, Wagner would be in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. So that is a potential direction that it's headed for. Also potentially towards Liliata, which would be between Wagner and Maisie, there on into the Wagner County area. So that's an area that was just impacted by that other storm. You recall the other storm started at Maisie, and this one's basically following along right behind it. By the way, that one over towards into the southern part of Delaware County is wrapped up pretty good, so that's also a pretty strong storm, Travis.
Thank you. While you're talking about that, I want to go over and we want to take a quick look at that. This for you folks, again, that's off to the east of us in southern Delaware County. Tornado warning in effect for you guys. This will include the communities of Colcord, Rowe, Tonese, West Point, and then Cherokee City. This will be across central and eastern portions of southern Delaware County, if that made any sense. This is, again, a circulation pattern that continues to show a possible tornado that is going on in that particular location. So back to Broken Arrow area at this time. Circulation pattern has moved off to the east a little bit. What we're looking at with this particular cell, again, is just to the north of our radar side. I mean, it doesn't get any closer than that. So we're looking right around just northeast of the Oneida area, just on a highway that's just to, let's see, I'm trying to get a speed of this. And is Mark with me right now? Or either one of the guys with me at this second?
Yeah, I'm here, Travis.
Okay, Mark, go ahead. What do you have? What do you see?
Well, nothing on the ground right now, I'm glad to report. Well, now I'm getting power flashes. That's going to be inflow wind-associated power flash. Nothing on the ground. Still a very well-pronounced wall cloud with about a halfway to the ground lowering. I'm just now fixing to pull into a spot here where I think I can get us some good video. Yeah, so you'll be able to see my video here in just a second. I know it's starting to get dark out, but still about halfway to the ground, rotating wall cloud. And like you said, it's going to be to the north and east of Oneida. I'm in a perfect spot right here. If this thing comes back down, or if it is on the ground now, we should be seeing some power flash. It does appear that it is back on the ground. Well, let me look. Yeah, it does. I can't tell it's on the ground, but let's just assume it is, because this was a big tornado a while ago, and let's just assume it is. But I'm not seeing any power flash, but I do have a very well-pronounced lowering, as you can probably see. Let me zoom in a little bit on my shot here for you, and you'll see that lowering right there, pretty much on the ground, really close to the ground. This thing could connect here any minute and become another tornado on the ground, as you can see in the picture there.
Okay, so if you are right there, we want you guys to be very careful. Again, you're just north of the Oneida area. This is a storm that is capable. It has produced a tornado, and with power flashes continuing on this, we're still concerned that could cause a continuing problem with a possible tornado still in some of these areas. So we're looking at several locations that need to be analyzed as far as what's going on with this storm. So again, we're talking about a tornado warning continuing effect for the Tulsa area. And we are doing pretty well as far as conditions are looking as to the west of that area, but unfortunately the circulation pattern is still quite strong right in here. So we want you to be very, very careful as to what is happening. We're Williams to Houston Street and just at about 257th East Avenue. All right. This is the News on 6 at 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining us as we continue a group of storms that continue to affect our area. We have 2 tornado warnings in effect at this particular moment. We've had a tornado that has touched down in East Broken Arrow. It has done damage, and we are expecting that we will have a continuation of possibly more tornado touchdowns. That's what we're looking at right now. A broader view of what's happening. 2 tornado warnings, one for southern Delaware County, the other one for extreme eastern Tulsa County, mostly Wagner County now. This storm is tracking more east-southeast. This is going to lead us to a higher turning mechanism in that storm. What that means to us is the potential for tornadoes to continue out of that particular cell remains quite high. So if you are in the path of that storm, we need you to make sure that you're moving to a place of safety. The tornado warning also continues for Delaware County at this time till 9:30. We have strong low-level rotation with that storm. Meteorologist Mike Grogan and meteorologist Tom Bennett have been on that storm. If it isn't a tornado, it should be a storm or a tornado. Has Mike been able to talk to us at all? Okay, I need to find Mike and make sure that they're on top of that. The other storm is back into the Broken Arrow area. Dick has been working on tracking that storm. He'll have a track for us for the Broken Arrow storm in just a second. The storm that is going on that is still of concern to the north and to the east. I want to go briefly to that so the folks know what's going on there. We have at this time, as that storm is tracking, we have several locations that are of concern, including Concord, which is right in the path of that. We're going to take another look at how this cell is moving. That is moving to the east-northeast right now. And folks that are in Concord, it is affecting you momentarily. And then a row and to West Point and then to Cherokee City at about 9:27. If that is not a tornado, it could be a tornado at any time. So please be advised for that. The tornado that's back into the Broken Arrow area, let's take a look and see what's going on with that particular cell. And Dick, I'm going to come to you in just a minute. The circulation feature, so you can see it better, is just on the northeast side of the Broken Arrow Expressway or Muskogee Turnpike, really, in that area. And that circulation continues to be quite evident, quite strong, right around about 91st in Houston. That is where the circulation, again, and the tornado most likely is. Mark, are you there?
Yeah, Travis.
Okay, what do you have?
Okay, I don't know exactly where I'm at. I know I'm on top of the Muskogee Turnpike on a bridge that went over it. Very well-pronounced wall cloud. Nothing on the ground. No power flashes in the last couple of minutes. I'm really obscured by a lot of trees. I think I'm going to turn around and get back up and just sit on the turnpike because I have a perfect view of it back from the turnpike. Now, it's awful dark. We probably won't be able to use my video anywhere, but I'll definitely be here and give people eye contact, what's going on exactly with the storm. Right now, I'm fixing to get another good view of it here. And, okay, it looks like it's reorganizing on the south, back onto the southwest. It does look like it's reorganizing, and we could potentially be just a few minutes away from another. Oh, I just had a power flash under it. There goes another one. Right there. So I'm seeing power flashes under that large wall cloud.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, so I am seeing power flashes.
All right. So we're moving off, and we're in White areas from Houston Street, about 91st area, and then that's moving between Williams and Houston Street. So if you guys are in that area, you need to be taking cover at this particular moment. That is the storm that we have at this particular second. Dick, do you have the storm track on that? Mark, holler at me if you see anything else. Power flashes continue.
Yeah, Travis, again, the storm is undergoing various changes in its organization, which makes sometimes it's really easy to find out exactly where it is in terms of seeing what we're seeing on the radar and put a track on it. Other times, it's not so obvious. Right now, it looks like it may be doing just that, undergoing some organizational changes, as Mark and we've been hearing from the field out there. So moving it to east-southeast at about 20 miles an hour, it still keeps it pretty much out over open areas. Now, I say open areas. I know there's a lot of folks who live in these areas, but there are no communities that are identified on our tracking software. But just to give you an idea of where we are talking about, this would be Oneida. Here's the area known as New Tulsa. This would be Wagner down here if it was to maintain itself and keep going long enough to be possibly impacting that area. So we'll just have to keep a close eye on whether or not it poses a threat to Wagner per se or not. But right now it's located in that more or less agricultural area there east of Broken Arrow. But I know there are a lot of housing subdivisions, a lot of folks that live out in those areas anyway. So although a community may not actually show up, everybody that's out in that area certainly needs to be taking their tornado precautions. Travis.
All right, thanks, Dick. I appreciate that report. Let's go back to Mark as well, who's been following that storm. What do you have for us there, Mark?
Okay, Travis, still just a lowering, nothing in contact with the ground. I've moved back south. I'm going to try and find a way to get on the Muskogee Turnpike. But right now, nothing on the ground. I just got a really good look at the storm back over the highway there. And right now, just a huge wall cloud, very big wall cloud. People are going to see it coming, but nothing in contact with the ground. But we'll stay in the area for sure and keep you advised if anything changes, Travis.
All right. So, again, right over the areas, I've kind of put a bunch of labels on the streets for you so you can see a little bit better. Again, we're just on County Road, about 4150 north, and also about 61st to 81st is the circulation where a tornado could occur at any given moment. The circulation feature continues to be quite enhanced right in this particular area, and what that translates to on the road and on roadways is between Williams and Houston, as you can see. And so this is a very serious situation, continuing a chance of a tornado on the ground at any given moment. Tornado warning continues in effect for multiple areas. So we do have until 9:45 tornado warnings in effect for Cherokee, Mays, Rogers, Wagner County. So this is the atmosphere has primed itself even a little bit more. I don't know how I can say that, but that's what happened just in the last couple of hours. That's why we're seeing these tornado warnings taking off and becoming much more pronounced as far as the storms themselves. So again, if you're in these areas, we need you to be moving to a place of safety. Tornado warning still in effect for the Cherokee County area. I'm going to go back over to take a look at that for a second. This storm is continuing to track to the east, about 30 miles per hour, but I tell you what, it is having a hard time getting very far, very fast. So we're just to the north of the Leech area. This continues to be a tornado warning. This is for western Cherokee County, southwestern Mays County, southeastern Rogers County, and northern Wagner County for an additional storm and tornado warning. But that's the storm I'm looking at right now is for the one that's going through southern Delaware County. So it's around the Colcord area. Again, we've had to back off the Colcord from 9:15 to about 9:21 now for that particular cell, as that continues to be a very intense storm and continues to show signs of having a tornado with it at this particular moment. So either location, still a very dangerous situation. Mark, I'm going to go back to you for a second, then we're going to Dick, who will do another storm track for us on the Broken Arrow storm. What do you have for us?
Well, Travis, I'm beginning to think from my vantage point, the storms, I mean, it's definitely lost a lot of its definition and character. It's not near as tight and as crisp as it used to be. It's just not a very well-pronounced wall cloud. Now, that doesn't mean it can't spin up again. The storm may be cycling, but right now it just looks like a typical supercell thunderstorm, low base. I don't even see a lowered wall cloud area from my vantage point. So hopefully it'll stay that way, Travis.
All right. Amen on that, brother. Amen. How it looks to folks here, again, broader view, Tulsa is kind of cleared up out of this mess. Unfortunately, we still have that southern Delaware, and here's the tornado warning that we were talking about. Dick's been working on a storm track for that cell. Dick, Mark is talking about the wall cloud kind of not looking as pronounced. I still have pretty bad, or however you want to say it, intense circulation still going on just above the surface. What do you see?
Well, from what I'm seeing on the radar views, it looks like the circulation aloft has become a little less organized, Travis. I'm looking at above the surface. So, and typically these systems, they get stronger from aloft and then work their way down, and then the reverse happens. So we'll see if that indeed is the case with this particular cell. It also looks like that maybe the circulation feature may have kind of separated here a little bit, and therefore it's no longer a part of the main storm structure. That's conjecture on my part, but that does make it, it looks like the system, what we're seeing on radar would confirm what Mark has been telling us out there in the field, that the actual circulation center is not nearly as well organized as what it was. Having said that, we'll attempt to put a little bit of a track on it, basically in this general area, moving to the east-southeast at about 20 miles an hour or so. Again, if it holds itself together, that would bring it towards the Highway 69 area beyond the time frame of this particular storm track. So we'll see if that works out. And the other storm, of course, of concern that Travis has been talking about is this one that's up here now located north of Kansas and north of Twin Oaks. That one has taken a little bit of a left turn. It was moving more eastward. It's now moving in a more east-northeasterly direction. And therefore, that one, we'll just have to wait and see if that has an impact on its intensity as well. But again, it's moving in east-northeasterly direction at about 20-25 miles an hour, which put it in the Colcord area at around 9:35 if it were to maintain itself. So